Oh, okay.
so we can hear you.
All right, well, maybe we'll see what we can do. What's all this? Oh, yeah. That's right. Should have. But you know you still have quorum, right? You still have quorum, right?
Okay, if the board members could make sure you got your microphones on,
Good one.
please.
Good. Totally.
Okay, good evening. The hour being 6:30 PM on Monday, October 9th, 2023. I'd like to call to order the Brookfield Village Board meeting. Would everyone please join me in a pledge of allegiance to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Bridget, can we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Ketchmark.
Here.
Trustee Cote is absent. Trustee Hendricks.
Here.
Trustee Niramatsu.
Here.
Trustee Gahuli.
Here.
Trustee Kaluzny.
Here.
And President Garvey.
Here. Thank you, Bridget. We have two items under appointments and presentations. The first is a swearing in of firefighter Brad Carmody. Brad is here with his family, so Brad, if you could please come up to our village clerk along with your family to be sworn in. And anyone that wants pictures taken, or the board will use our cameras and email you. Use your cameras and we'll until they all, he's got a crowd.
Got an entourage.
Let him be in the picture.
Yeah, I'll take it for you. That way you can take it.
Come on in close.
You've seen those progressive commercials about the ditch.
Paparazzi, okay.
Would you like that? How about I give it to
Raise your right hand. I, Brad Carmody,
I, Brad Carmody,
having been appointed to the office of firefighter
having been appointed to the office of firefighter
in the village of Brookfield,
in the village of Brookfield,
in the county of Cook,
in the county of Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
the office of firefighter
the office of firefighter
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you can sign it. You are locked in.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Would you like to introduce your beautiful family to the audience?
Yeah, I would. So we'll start here. This is my wife. We've been married together for 2 years. This is my father, a retired police sergeant. This is my mom. She's a retired research analyst. This is my brother. He's in IT. This is his wife. You're in product management. I always forget. And then this is their daughter. And then this is Chris, my brother-in-law. He's captain at Evanston.
Congratulations. I know Chief wants to say a few words, if you'd like. If you could just stay up here.
Yeah,
Thank
stay
you.
up there while I go over this. Can't do this without glasses, so. All right. Firefighter paramedic Brad Carmody was hired by the Brookfield Fire Department on September 29th, 2022. He currently lives in Lisle with his lovely wife Angela, whom he has been married to for the last 2 years. Born and raised by his mother Donna and father Larry, along with his sister Kelly and brother Kelly and brother Keith in Mount Prospect, Illinois. Brad was a three-sport athlete at John Hersey High School, where he graduated in 2008. The teamwork and camaraderie of these sports ultimately led him to the fire service career. Brad is no stranger to public service, as his father is a retired police sergeant from Wheeling, his uncle serves as sheriff of Morgan County, and his brother-in-law is a captain on the Evanston Fire Department. Thank you all for your service. He has worked in the fire service for the past 12 years, working as a contract medic in various locations, but most recently left West Chicago Fire Protection, where he was a full-time firefighter paramedic, to call Brookfield his final home. Brad graduated at the top of his class in all the schools that he's attended while studying to become a firefighter paramedic. He graduated 4th in EMT school from Northwest Community, 5th in paramedic school from Advocate Christ Hospital, having a 96% average. Additionally, he has earned his advanced cardiac life support, pediatric advanced life support, pre-hospital trauma life support, and his tactical emergency casualty care certification since going to paramedic school. This past April, Firefighter Carmody attended the Romeoville Fire Academy, where he graduated 2nd in his class and was company officer of his platoon. Over the years, he has earned state fire marshal certifications for basic operations firefighter, fire service vehicle operator, fire apparatus engineer, hazmat operations, instructor 1, advanced technician firefighter, and his company officer. In addition to these certifications, in 2013, he also earned his associate's degree from Harper College. All right. Although very tight-lipped about it, from what I can tell on IMBD, the movie website, Brad has been an actor in a few movies and TV shows and some small roles. For details, see Brad after the meeting. In addition, we have a small welcome gift of one of his most favorite things. Mayonnaise. We have never seen anybody eat as much mayonnaise as Brad does. It's hard to keep stocked at the fire stations when he's working. Seriously, Brad has demonstrated his experience and knowledge throughout his probation, allowing him to earn his shield number 108, making him a full-fledged member of the Brookfield Fire Department. I am proud to call Brad a Brookfield firefighter, as he is an excellent addition to our fire department, and the village is fortunate to have him. Thanks for choosing Brookfield, and welcome aboard. Congratulations. Want to get one big family shot? Chief, you want to get in the picture too? Or? I'll get it. Okay. What's her name? Yeah, with his mail. Congratulations. I want to thank the members of the fire department for being here tonight.
Congratulations.
Very proud of it.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats.
I wanted to thank the members of the fire department for being here for support. I know a few of them had to leave, nature of the job, and members of the police and fire commission that are here tonight also. So congratulations, and I'm sure you'd have some place you'd like to go. You're welcome to stay for the meeting, but
Appreciate you guys very much.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you again, Mayor. Appreciate you being here.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, President.
The second item we had, I've just received a text from Commissioner Aguilar. He's not able to make tonight's meeting. He had a conflict, so he asked that we put him on the next agenda, so if we could set that up, that would be great. He just wanted to give an update about some of the things going on in the district, so we'll welcome him at the next village board meeting. So that ends the items, or appointments and presentations. I'll open up to public comment since there's no one on that side of the room. Is there anyone on this side of the room that would like to make any public comment? Okay, hearing no public comment at this point, we'll move on to reports of special committees. In Trustee Cote's absence, at this point, I'd ask for a motion to appoint Trustee Ketchmark temporary finance chair for purposes of tonight's meeting.
So moved. Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Hendricks, second by Trustee Kaluzny. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Niramatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhuli?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Trustee Ketchmark?
I'd like to make a motion to approve corporate warrant dated the 9th of October 2023 in the amount of $1,065,653.79.
Is there a-
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Ketchmark, second by Trustee Hendricks. Trustee Ketchmark, any highlights or anything you want to point out?
No.
Do any board members have any questions or comments on the warrant?
Do not. No.
Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Niramatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhuli?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Anything else for finance, Trustee Ketchmark?
No. Thank you.
And if Trustee Cote were here, I'm sure he'd update us on the library, and he would want to thank DPW for the great work they did all summer with the concerts in the park, the movies in the park, the music on Grand, all the setup. I know he'd want to recognize them and say thank you, so in his absence, I'll do that, so. Moving on to Chamber of Commerce, please. Trustee Gilhuli.
Okay, the chamber has not met since our last meeting, but there has been quite a bit going on. Their next meeting is actually October 16th at noon at the library, and anyone is welcome to attend. We are coming up towards the end of our farmers market season. This Saturday is the 14th, is the last one. I wanted to give a little shout out to Doug Fiala of Douglas Auto for, oh my goodness, how many years here? Was it 13 years of supporting the farmers market? He attended and volunteered at over 250 markets over the last 13 years. Just a fantastic volunteer, a board member of the Chamber of Commerce, and just really great community support there from Doug. So I'll give a little shout out and thanks to Doug. The Arts Festival on September 30th was a huge success. We haven't had the whole download yet because we haven't had our meeting yet since that event, but look forward to sharing some more statistics from that on all the great things that came from that. Coming up, we have Monsters on Main Street in conjunction with the Brookfield Historical Society. That will be on Saturday, October 28th, 2023 here. And there will be free pumpkins, taffy apples, apple cider starting at 2:30. And this year we're moving back to the Historical Society, the old Grossdale train station. So we're excited to be able to have it back there again this year. That's it. I said the next meeting is on Monday, the 16th at noon in the basement of the Brookfield Library. And then it's my report.
Thank you. I know it just happened, but do you want to mention Irish Times and the big award they received?
Oh, yes. Irish Times just won Best Irish Pub in Chicagoland. So they had over 100,000, there were over 100,000 votes in the competition, and they just received, just a few days ago, received first place. They're going to be organizing a special event that they'll post coming up soon, but they haven't set that date yet. So very exciting.
Martin was a little excited, so I thought
Yes.
we'd recognize him,
Great
so.
news.
Thank you, Trustee Gilhuli. Trustee Hendricks, Planning and Zoning.
No report.
Thank you. Trustee Ketchmark, Administration, Economic Development.
Just on economic development, as mentioned at our previous meeting, we have two items coming up that the commission had discussed. One is the PIP grant award on our regular business tonight, and as well as the TIF incentive request on our committee meeting. That is it.
Thank you, Trustee Ketchmark. Trustee Niramatsu, Parks and Recreation.
Yes, we haven't had a meeting since the last board meeting, but I just wanted to give a huge shout out to the Brookfield Women's Club, in particular, Patty Chimura, Mary Viscassel, for the successful return of the duck race, which went off seemingly without a hitch. I wasn't there for all the ins and outs, but it was a beautiful day. They raised, I think, between $3,000 and $4,000 to benefit the Brookfield Parks and Recreation Foundation. I know we also had DPW's assistance and Parks and Rec Department and several volunteers from Conservation Commission and other organizations. So I just want to give all those folks a big thank you. It will really go directly to serve the needs, the financial needs of our community to help them pay for parks programming. And speaking of the foundation, we have set our date for, I don't remember if I reported out on this last time, but we've set our fall fundraiser date for Thursday, November 9th at Imperial Oak Brookfield, and we are hoping to have some raffle prizes and things like that, so it should be a good time. And the next Parks and Rec Commission meeting is on Tuesday, October 17th at Village Hall. That ends my report.
Thank you. Trustee Kaluzny, Conservation and Beautification, bless you.
Yep, the Conservation Commission met just a couple weeks ago. They are working on the sustainability plan still, and they talked about South Kiwanis quite a bit as well. They've received over 275 responses to the survey, the community survey they've been working on at different events they've been to, the online survey, and so they're getting some really good feedback for what people are interested in that area. And then they're still working on their in-person focus groups and meetings at Hollywood House coming up here in November. They also are going to have a work day in conjunction with Project Nice coming up on October 14th, this Saturday at 8:30 a.m., where they'll be working in the Oak Savannah here in Kiwanis Park, if anyone is interested in joining. Their next meeting is October 24th at 6:30 here at Village Hall. And then the Beautification Commission has not met since our last meeting. Their next meeting is tomorrow night, the 10th, here at 6:30 at Village Hall. That ends my report.
Thank you, Trustee Kaluzny. In terms of the Solid Waste Agency and the WCMC, I believe I informed the board last meeting that I did submit my resignation as president of Solid Waste Agency. I had lost track of how many years my original 2-year term was, but I thought it was 10 years. It turned out it was about 17 years that I was president of that agency. But I did step down, but at the annual WCMC meeting, I was asked to be on the WCMC Executive Board, so I was appointed and sworn into the WCMC Executive Board at the annual meeting in Rosemont last week, and proud to serve and represent the village on that board and work with the WCMC for the benefit of the village. So that ends my report. There's nothing to report. We continue to work with Brookfield Zoo on projects in general, but there's no detailed report right now with that. So I'll move on to the omnibus agenda. And at this point, I would entertain a motion to pass the omnibus agenda as listed.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Kaluzny, second by Trustee Ketchmark. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Niramatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gahuli?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Moving on to the items under regular business, I'd entertain a motion to pass a resolution approving the Property Improvement Program grant request for Brookfield Dental Studio at 9201 Broadway Avenue.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Ketchmark, second by Trustee Hendricks. This was a recommendation from the Economic Development Committee, and we discussed it at a previous committee meeting. Are there any questions or comments from the board?
I noticed the design of it in that packet. Is that, I wasn't sure if I could see clearly enough, like, is the face of the building? Oh, I'm sorry, there it is, I can see. Is it just sort of a flat front there? Could you maybe describe some
I
of
think
the
Emily
design
Egan,
there?
our director, is coming up to maybe address any questions. I know there was questions about the colors that weren't showing up and the two-tone or nature of the color, so.
It is a little challenging to see the different colors in the rendering here. I want to point out, especially in the windows, the areas that are black will be fully transparent. So it appears to be more black than it would be. It's just the white in the windows that will be signage in the windows. The rest will be transparent, as well as the actual facade is two tones. It's a darker gray and a black. So there's more distinction in color than what's represented here, and the applicant is also here for any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Does anyone have any questions of the applicant?
No, it looks beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you for the upgrade.
Any other questions or comments from the board about the grant request and the recommendation? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narematsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gahuli?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The last item under regular business, I'd entertain a motion to pass the resolution to enter into an agreement for the furnishing of professional construction engineering services for the 2023 water main improvements to Hancock Engineering Company in the amount of $113,400.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by trustee Kaluzny, second by trustee Hendricks. This is a budgeted item that was previously discussed. Questions or comments from the board? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narematsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gahuli?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Derek, you want to get to work? It's my understanding that we've worked with staff to possibly the section of Brookfield Avenue and Prairie, maybe to delay that or the start of that, working around the past monsters on Main Street and things like that. So thank you for the flexibility on that. The intersection of Prairie and Brookfield Avenue and the crossing there is going to be affected, and we didn't want it starting prior to monsters on Main Street. And so staff worked with Derek and the contractor to make sure that doesn't happen, so. All right, that ends the items we have under new business, regular business. We have our village manager on Zoom tonight, or is there anything by way of a manager's report? Or
No report tonight.
good to hear you, Tim.
That is me.
And
Unless Stevie has something to share, I have no report.
anything, Steve? Okay. That ends the items that we have on the village board agenda. So at 6:50 PM, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by trustee Narematsu, second by trustee Hendricks. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narematsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gahuli?
Aye.
Trustee Kaluzny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, we're adjourned at 6:50 PM. We will go into the committee, the whole meeting in just a few moments. Thank you.